What's good, y'all?
Yo, what's happening? What's
What
happening?
up? What up? What up? What up?
Hello.
What up?
What's going on, my fellow gymmers, douchebags,
Yeah,
and all that good
That's
stuff?
crazy.
Yo,
we fresh out of the gym too.
yo, fresh out, fresh. Damn, nah, I don't like that. Hold on.
Well, not
right.
fresh. Like
Yeah.
I took a shower.
All right. Yo, it's your boy. It's your boy, the Aaron Elijah. We're here with another episode of Speaks and Sip. I got my boy O with me.
Orlando
Let's go. We got Philosopher
Kev.
with the salmon suit.
That's
with the
right.
salmon suit. And
Also-
back. Oh, go ahead.
Also, author extraordinaire.
Cool. Yeah. Talk with a book.
The book is right over there. Why the
Okay.
you're not prospecting?
Wow.
Why you didn't bring it?
Why
I got
is it over there?
I got it over here. I'm gonna
Right.
go get it. I'm gonna go get it once you introduce
Go get
yourself.
Right. And
I'm Asia J.
back again. Let's get it.
You get it?
Yo. Yo. Let's save the jokes for after. So, all right. Yo, we're here. Just to recap, last time we talked about consultations, just sitting down with a trainer, understanding the 1-2s of what you're about to get into when you're getting into this training world and things of that nature. We're here now. We're going to discuss your first actual session. We're talking in-person session. We can chime in on like the virtual setting up of the first session too, but we're going to get into the first session. So I'll ask you guys this, right? First session coming in on both perspectives for client and trainer. What should a client expect coming in on first session, and what's the mindset of a trainer coming into that first session?
Ladies first.
What should a client expect?
Or even if it's personal for you.
I guess in person, a client should expect overall an assessment. So what that would look like is functionality, flexibility, and fitness. So fitness would be like a history of what they've, their experience in the gym prior to coming with me, seeing where their baseline would be and how we would start. Functionality would be more like compound movements, bigger muscle groups, squats, etc. And then flexibility, we'd kind of overview any injuries you have and see, what we have to work on there. So in general, I wouldn't put them through like, okay, we're going to do 4 sets of this with this many reps. Like it's just going to be more like, let's fly through a series of fitness workouts. And then from there, we'll see what we have to work on in further sessions to come. And as far as what you wear, just come comfortable. Do not be coming in like anything crazy. I don't got time for it. Just put on your sneakers, put on your shorts, your leggings, look cute if you need to, and then come ready to work.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, me? Him. I like to start with this method that I call the triple P's.
Y'all got to see the first episode for that one.
I ain't gonna lie. That's some good
And
shit
program.
though. Yo, yeah. Understand what the triple P's are. Use it. Apply that shit.
Make sure you call back that. Now, when I come in, it's just me personally. When I come in, is getting ready to have an in-depth conversation about what the person's goals are, what they're looking to do, body-wise, and then like talk about body composition, maybe encompass a little bit of the diet, what their daily intake is or what they eat. Not try to go too much in depth on the first session. But for the client is like she said, come in ready to work. I'll do a 30-minute workout, but it's strictly body weight. Some light stretching to see, what your flexibility is like.
Yep.
But mostly body weight. 30 minutes straight body weight. 3 sets of 10 of, something not too strenuous, but something that'll give you a good burn. And then we just go from there.
Okay.
Good. My approach is a little bit different from both of you guys.
It's always different.
Yeah, of course
but no,
it is.
because what
We
happens?
got acronyms.
Yeah, no. What happens is, again, with the triple P's, person, purpose, program. So now what happens is this:
that shit,
when
B.
you come in for that initial assessment, I'm doing an initial assessment. I'm doing that baseline assessment. So the baseline assessment is the 6 basic movements: hip hinge, push pull, press, squat. Once I know what you can do, now I go back home and now I'm on my computer. So when you come in for your first session, there's some things that you got to do, and I'm gonna let you know. Number 1, come in feeling good. Just don't come any type of way.
Yeah.
Feel sexy. Whatever your sexy is. I don't care if you got
It
on
is
sweatpants.
sexy.
I don't care what
It
you
is
got
sexy.
on. You know what I'm saying? But come feeling comfortable. That's number 1. 2, make sure that you get something to eat at least an hour before you come in. Not 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or you come in and be like, oh, I had a banana or whatever. Because exactly right. You're going to be nauseous and then the session doesn't go the way it's supposed to. And this is your first session, so it's important. So now before we go into the workout, because I already have the program already designed, right? What I'm doing before that is now I'm taking everything. I'm taking your measurements. I'm taking measurements, whatever's going on, and I'm taking what's going on inside of your body too, which is the body composition. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm holding you accountable and I want you to see your results. Because a lot of times what happens is this. Internally, you'll start to change before you start seeing it externally. So you see your body fat will come down. You might see your weight stays the same, but your body fat percentage decrease and your muscle percentage increase. And that happens usually in the first, let's say 2 months, because the people are like, oh, nothing happened. I'm still the same weight. I'm like, yes, you are still the same weight, but look, you drop 5 or 10% body fat and you gain that in muscle. And fat and muscle, 5 pounds of fat, 5 pounds of muscle is 2 different things. So now we have that baseline. Now we want to be data dependent. So now going forward, it's okay, let's do your monthly check-in or your 2-month check-in. You don't have to weigh yourself every day because that's going to cause you to get stressed. Then your stress levels go up and then you're going to remain the same size you was if you're trying to lose weight. So now when you come back, here's your monthly check-in. Oh, wow, I'm making progress. Yes, this is the progress that you're making. So that's how I tend to, for the first session when people come in, I want to make sure that I have that data because I'm results driven. That's how I am. Because once you put that money down, you got to see results, you know, and seeing the results cause you to come back.
Because ain't no money back guarantee.
Yeah. Ain't no money back. Yeah, matter of fact, ain't no money back. Matter of fact, I tell you.
Like, you know what? Nah, ain't no money back.
You know, incentive I do give though, I'll tell someone, I'll be like, listen, if you don't see results, I'll give you your money back. But you got to do what I tell you to do.
These Nike suits don't pay for themselves.
So, damn. Right, yo.
I get these on discount. Hey, listen, I ain't ashamed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure salmon expensive, man.
Yo, that's the most expensive one.
Yo.
Why they playing with you?
Yo.
I don't know. It's all good.
Nah, I'm jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I told him earlier. I was like, yo, I gotta get me, you know what I'm saying, a little calm, little vibe.
I'm just a hater, so.
Yo.
But
nah.
hater, I feel you.
Yeah.
Y'all basically covered it all. You know, I don't only want to ask questions. I want to chime in too. So I'm gonna just kind of like
Talk your shit.
add to all of what y'all saying. Basically, it is the same thing. Like when you guys come in, when a client comes in and you're ready for that first session, yo, I'll give grace, but I really don't want to hear no excuses. This is me being honest. I don't want to hear no excuses. Make sure you get rest. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you knew what you signed up for. This is something that is not in your normal day-to-day that it was prior. You get what I'm saying? So this is like an activity for your day. Put that shit on your schedule. Put an alarm several times. Whatever you got to do, make sure you get that rest as much as you possibly can to get ready for that. Make sure you eat. Don't, like he said, don't eat 10, 15 before. No throwing up, none of this. Oh, I got to stop. I'm feeling dizzy. All this other stuff. Like, and don't eat too heavy either. Like, eat a light meal.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not training. You're not there yet. You know, we're not at the point where you should be intaking these crazy ass meals where you feel like, oh, I got to do. You're gonna feel bad. Aside from that, dress comfortable. Nothing crazy to what you said. Dress comfortable. Like this is not the first day of school. You know, so like throw some sweats on. Throw some tights, whatever, shorts, whatever, something that you cozy, because we're going to go through the process of understanding your flexibility. You know, you're going to have to push, pull, hit, all of this stuff. So we don't need that in the way either. And when you're looking at it, when you're really looking at it, also to what you said, right? When it comes to the diet that goes into the light eating, we'll roughly, you know, like talk about it a little bit. Like, yo, what do you normally eat like? You know, like prior to this, what were you eating like before? You know, just so I could get an understanding, so I can help you as best I can with the certification of nutritionist or not. You get what I'm saying? Like just as advice, right? And even aside from that, you're gonna start with body weight, because guess what? There's a lot of times we may train people, and I'm pretty sure we've all gone through this. Like you'll see. The first one that come to mind, do me a favor. Let's do a walking lunge, reverse lunge. They damn near on the floor. You know what I'm saying? They ready to fall and shit like that. Yeah, the knees buckle immediately. They cave in. Same thing with a squat. You know, like a lot of people, and this goes for clients that are first timers, or even if like, oh, I used to train. That sound good, but you know, we about to see what's up right now.
Right.
You know, because even with them, sometimes you'll see those knees cave in. You know, or your glutes is weak, you know, or you had injuries and you was ignoring that shit. You know, so a lot of stuff happened, and then only thing you thinking about is like, yo, when I used to bench, not to be funny, but like when I used to bench 275 or whatever, but your shoulder's blown out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or when I used to do it, but you got knee wraps on for 135.
Yep.
Just to squat. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that you see sometimes that's like, yo, that's something that maybe once upon a time you used to be able to do that without all that extra help, but now you got to like kind of come back, and we got to get you back into, you know, getting in the rhythm of things.
And people lie.
That's another thing too.
Absolutely.
Like people lie. We gotta take all that
Like
shit into
crazy.
consideration. Yeah, I could do this. Word. All right, good. So what we look like as trainers. Matter of fact, all right, we're gonna start there.
Yeah.
Put all the weight
Yeah,
on.
like,
you
let me
you
do
got
what
it.
you were doing.
You know, like
Yeah.
let's just start there,
Yeah.
and then you ain't.
Quote
I'm
unquote.
said that insurance policy kicking in. Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
you got
That's
health
why it's
insurance?
important to start at the foundation, like being like what we mentioned before, back
Mhm.
to the basics. Like we can't forget what was that rear view mirror thing?
Yeah, looking through the rear view.
Forget what was back there. We're moving here, and then we're gonna take these steps to grow further. But yeah, like all
Yeah.
that.
yeah, and you know what's crazy? It's almost like you building trust with the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
think about if it was a regular relationship, like you just meeting somebody. You know, keep in mind relationship in the term of like just any one person,
Yeah.
any other one person. So like some people, and I don't want to dive too deep on that, but some people start with trust, some people don't.
Right.
You know, but the idea is like, all right, in reality, we don't know one another, right? But you're banking on the fact that I would hope you're willing to invest in yourself, and you're coming to me for that help.
Right.
Okay, cool, let's work, right? But we don't know one another. So at the end of the day, I'm not just gonna listen to what you say because they could be lying,
Mm-hmm.
and we just throw whatever type of weight on there, and now shit fall on me. You know. Also, that person shouldn't be so quick to just be like, hey, look, I'm gonna do this. This is what comes with being open-minded. So when you basically paying somebody to tell you what to do, you know, it's like, yo, look, I'm not trying to be a hard ass on you, and that's not the route that I'm gonna go about it. But understand, like, because you signed up for this, be open to something that's different,
Right.
you know, from what you used to do. I'm not saying you got to erase everything completely from then, but you should still be like, okay, cool. I know I did this, but all right, clean slate. This is where we are. Let's go with this. Let's see how this feels. You might get better numbers, you know? And even with the body composition stuff, like sometimes people don't even go through that. I know, like, I myself, that's something I'll do once we lock in.
Absolutely.
But you know what I'm
yes.
saying? But
When you sign up.
I'm not
No.
doing that shit beforehand, because
Hell
in
no.
reality, if we talking like that shit costs. You get what I'm saying? You go to somebody to pay for that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah.
why am I giving that to you for free for you to take it to somebody else? Or you get what I'm saying? You don't even fully understand it. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do my job. You just gotta allow me to do so. You know, I break that shit down for you.
In
I'll
your
let you know.
time.
You know?
That's why delayed gratification is important. Like we're gonna work through these process together,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, you'll see the progress over time. Because if people think, I think it's a common misconception, like people, oh, I've been to the gym for like a month now. Why am I not like? Why don't I have like bigger quads, like significantly bigger? And it's kind of like we just started working on flexibility or functionality, and that doesn't come overnight.
Yeah.
So requires a lot of patience.
It does require a lot of patience. And touch on what you said, like as far as being in a relationship and
Yeah.
being in a relationship and having trust,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where you had the trust enough to put down X amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
But now it comes down to you trusting me to basically say, okay, I can get you in this amount of shape. Now we have to start communicating. We have to
Yeah.
start understanding one another. I have to understand what you like, what you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, it's being in a
It's a
relationship,
relationship,
in essence,
yeah.
in essence, without benefits. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, put all that stuff
That's a
to the side.
benefit if you invest.
Yeah, if you invest, it's a benefit
about to look 10
for
times
both of us.
better, yeah.
Yes,
Real shit,
absolutely. Because not only working out is not only just physical. It's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. It's so much that comes with it, And I think a lot of times people don't understand that value.
Yeah.
But then when I train people, they say you changed me so much, and I know they're not talking about just only physically.
Yeah.
It's a mental mindset because again, you got all those endorphins jumping, you feeling good, and it's just you start to think differently. It forces you to think differently. And when you're in the gym and when you're working out, I don't care who you are. It's you. I know all y'all personality.
Mhm.
I don't know if I could deal with you or not. I know if you're someone who's gonna give up.
Yeah.
So imagine when I'm training someone and I'm sitting there with you for an hour. I understand who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we developing in that,
Mhm.
we communicating, we bonding, and you start to see results. Now you happy.
Mhm.
Or you're not happy. Most of the time, it's going to be a happy relationship.
Right.
And if you're in a happy relationship, and this is for all trainers, if you got your clients and they in happy relationships, seeing results, why would you leave?
Mhm.
That makes no sense. So you're gonna stay. So the average person I hold is maybe about a year. That's just the average.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm results driven. I want to see you get those results. And it's gonna make me happy too.
Yep.
Because now when you see those results, like the lady in the gym, we won't mention no names.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We won't mention no names. But she's very happy now. You understand what I'm saying? She comes, she dresses nice in the morning. She takes out her suits before. She says, Kevin, I want to come to
Yo,
the gym.
let me tell you
It's
something.
so
You
beautiful
understand?
how even the posture changes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
walk-
Like you're glowing.
Yeah.
Yes, she taking
Quite
pictures
literally.
like
Quite literally.
100 pictures. And I'm like, you gotta take so much pictures for.
Yeah, she.
But the
She was
mindset
taking
is
like
different.
50 before. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Now she
Now
doubling
taking
up.
100.
Doubling up. Like, hold on.
You
Double
know?
up.
But it's a game changer. So even when I'm in the gym, people be like, yo, why you so happy and dancing all around?
Yeah,
I'm
that-
like, why you not happy
that
and
one,
dancing
yeah.
all around?
That
Because
one.
I feel good.
Yeah.
And like you said the other day, and you were spot on. You said, yo, the gym is my sanctuary.
Yeah.
And I give you 100% respect for that, 1,000 respect.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
So for me, when I'm in there, that's my time to think.
I just don't understand
And
why
when-
he be so angry when he in sanctuary.
Because I have demons that
Sometimes
I'm
you gotta
trying.
stress relieve in that motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
The
getting
demons
my,
live in your
I'm getting my,
sanctuary?
no, they live in me. I'm trying to get them out.
That's right.
The gym is like the Ghostbusters
He's pushing
machine.
them, pushing them out. He's like,
He be getting them out with
The
that
gym is like the
275 and that
Ghostbusters.
225.
It's like the
pressing all
Ghostbusters.
that weight up.
Yo.
Yeah, bro, I gotta get it out,
Oh,
man.
shit.
That's why I tell people stop talking to me.
That's right. And you know what?
That's
It's
Yo,
interesting that he
it's
said
bad.
that too, because
It's bad.
let's say, for instance, I'm stressed, right? In a relationship, I'm stressed. And she got on my nerves. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take whatever stress out on the weights. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna take it out on no person or
I wish it
definitely
was
not no
that easy,
client.
right?
Yeah,
But I'm definitely taking any stress out on my weights.
I'm so calm outside of the gym.
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, come on, bro.
Fuck up. Who you
I'm
fooling?
super
Stop lying
docile.
to these people.
I'm so super docile.
I
I'm
hear you.
such a nice guy
hear
outside
you.
the gym. But if
I'll
without
put
the
up
gym,
a clip of how you look outside.
I'm gonna report it.
Yo, so let me ask y'all. All right, regardless of the titles of us being trainers, whatever the case may be, have we ever had a first session? Like, have you yourself been a client to a trainer
Yeah,
in your first session? Do you recall? How was your first session?
my first session was it was eye opening how weak I was because you think like you translate stuff in real life to what you can pick up, put down,
Yeah.
move or whatever to what you do in the gym. And you like, I lifted a box that was 50 pounds. I shouldn't have no problem. Yeah,
See,
all right.
But the problem is, it's like, all right, do that 10 times,
Yeah.
take a break, then do that 10 more times,
And then do it correctly.
You know, yeah, like
Do it correctly.
like-
So like it was eye opening to see like how my movements outside didn't correlate to inside the gym.
yeah,
So then when the person that was training me at the time, and this was years ago, but the person that was training me at the time was showing me like, okay, yeah, you have the strength, but you would be stronger if you did X, Y, and Z. If you move this way, if you turn this way, if you like just the minuscule movements
yeah.
that made that much of a difference. And that's what I applied to, later on and people that I train now.
Okay.
But it was dope though. It was
Yeah.
dope.
How about you guys?
Yeah, my experience started in undergrad. So I played basketball. And weight training wasn't mandatory. But I was very injury prone. So I would go to the trainers and I would get like some workouts that I had to do. Oh my God, I couldn't even do a squat properly. Like I was embarrassing. Like a lateral raise, I'm like, oh my God, I'm weak. I was so skinny. I was so small. I wish that I focused on those things when I was playing basketball, because I would have been 10 times the player that I was in the past. And it just helps so much, like mindset. That alone is like, I'm starting to build some things about myself physically that mentally I'm like, I got it. Like I could do anything I put my mind to, kind of thing. But as far as the technicalities of, like you were saying, like these minor like joint
Yeah.
those kind
minuscule
of
movements
workouts.
and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think I paid attention to that until maybe I was interested in like training. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't as in depth as you, but
Yeah, I had a point to prove to some
yeah,
people. So
the demons was.
yo,
They've been living there for a minute, my boy.
How many of them are there?
you ever seen that movie like 13 Ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's literally crazy.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Yo.
Yeah.
That's for another pod. Not for this one.
Yo, I think I had one for sure, and it's the same thing. Like just realizing, yo, damn, I ain't gonna lie, I'm weak as shit. I got this little boy body. I don't like that. You know, like
Yo.
that's how I felt. Like, you know,
Yo, that's
and,
the worst.
And let me tell you something. That shit
worst.
stuck with me. It sticks with me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I refuse. Like, I rebuke it. Like, I don't want the. It's funny because of demons, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rebuke you.
He said, I know I'm not the only one with them in here.
Speaking my language.
Yo, but it's like. Even to this day, I'd be like, nah, I refuse to have a little boy body. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there's a certain type of way that looks, but for me, you get what I'm saying? That's how I felt. I was like, yo, I can't like even hold the weight for a certain amount of time until I got to take a break. Like, all right, my arms is fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little tired, but I'm trying to front like I'm somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, fuck this. Like, you know, like. So over time, I was like, yo, like, I think I'm gonna really get into this gym shit, you know? And then like, even when I was away, when I was at military school and whatnot, I'm like, I need to take advantage because breakfast, lunch, and dinner is given.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? What the fuck am I doing? I'm like, hold on. I'm like, oh yeah, so protein is there, baby. You get what I'm saying? I buy protein myself, but the food part of that is there. I ended up getting a weight room key, right? You know, because I was doing my little 1-2. I was good. I was doing all my school shit was good. I was chain of command. Everything was, you know, A1. We was winning awards, all types of shit. So then I was like, all right, now it's really time to lock in. Did my work beforehand. I would lock in where everybody was in study hall, just getting busy. So now my trainer ended up actually being, he was a sergeant major. He was actually a vet, Purple Hearts, the whole 9, whatever the case is. But like, he was one of those, like, because it was that style of training, I was kind of like, damn, all right, chill, bro. Like, you know,
And it's intense.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
It's
like, yo,
intense.
chill. Like, so,
for survival.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So his mindset was just like tweaked, like, you know, but love him to death. But that shit was a hell of an experience.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. What about you?
Well, shit, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. No, seriously. Let me say. Matter of fact,
back
I
in
do
my
have a
day.
story. Right? I got a story. Right?
Yeah.
So, check this out. I got a story. So,
Back in 1972.
so what? So what? And
Right before the crack
you got to make it there.
Yo.
So now check this out. So I remember like, you know, like when you live in the hood, you know, you see a lot of people that come home or whatever the case may be, and dudes be like whipped up and brolic and everything else. So it was some dudes that I knew that came home and they was big. And one dude was telling me, he's like, yo, like you said, he's like, yo, you got a boy body, yo. He's like, I could put my hand on both of your sides of your chest.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? You've been in too long. What the hell?
Yeah.
Man.
Yo.
I'm a man.
Yo, I'm a man.
Like, what the hell
No
is
man
wrong with
actually
you?
says, I'm a man. Like,
Like, what the hell?
yeah, that's
So check
crazy.
this out. So at the time, one of my brothers, he was like, Kev, we should go get a weight set. And I was like, all right. He's like, you got some money? It's like, hey, yeah, you know I got that bread. What's up? What's up? Yo, this is no bullshit. We go buy the whole weight set. The bar, the plates,
Everything.
the pull-up bar.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a big
dumbbells.
investment.
Yeah,
Yo.
it's a lot of money.
Listen, so at that time we had an apartment, had an empty room. We set it up, put everything in there. It's like, let's get it, son. Right? So I go in. They put the 45 on.
bench.
The 45, 130. Remember, I never worked out
on
in my
his
life.
bird chest. Yo.
Well, yeah.
The one with the
Yo,
hand.
It's like, push it up. Pushed it up. Ah! Yo, get off of me. Like, it was that heavy. It's like, damn, son. Like, yo, you can't work out with us, yo. It's like, nah, you
You
gotta do
can't
something else.
You can't lift a body.
It's
You know
like,
what
yo,
I'm saying?
you
Like,
need to go do push-ups and something like that. So that's why I kind of started.
Ain't
That was
like
like
that,
the
yeah.
first time I was like, okay, I need to start doing some push-ups or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I bought the weight set and it sat there, got rust on it. Because I was just too busy, work and college and all that.
Yeah.
It was just too much time. Too much time.
Shout out to our character, because when you think about it, when stuff like that, it's like a sense of like you don't want to feel like denounced, lesser than, whatever. So it make you go harder.
Yeah.
You know? So shout out to us having that moment, regardless of however long it took, you know, but it's one of those things where it's like, all right, I'm not gonna let this give me a setback. So for you, like even with the injuries and stuff like that, regardless of you looking back at it now saying like, oh, you know, I wish I would have, regardless, there was still in that moment, you not knowing, you know, not being privy to all of this that you know now, there was still a part of you that was like, nah, but I need to still push to be a trainer or work out or whatever the case is, you know, like that type of same thing for you. You get what I'm saying? Where you've been, well, fighting demons is different. You feel what I'm saying? But like, shout out to you for still pushing to be like, yo, I'm not gonna let them jump me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, nah, I gotta be strong enough.
yo, in the same situation, like basically I was kind of correlate exactly where it's like, yo, like I want no little boy body. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not for that. And like that's just how I see it. And I myself would never like, once again, that was my personal experience. I myself will not tell somebody else that, like, yo, you got a little boy body, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I might troll, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, I phrase it a little different so they
what's
understand.
trolling?
But it still comes with
No,
humility.
Of
Yeah.
course, it all comes.
Yeah.
But the reason I say that is because, once again, shout out to our character, because that's not everybody. Everybody,
right.
they might actually use, like, they might stop that, you know, and then just be like, yo, I can't do it. Like, damn, like, I got, you know, somebody like shunned me, or, you know, I felt belittled, and like they just stopped. They don't have that motivation anymore. So a lot of things like that. So I look at it like, when I know now we're in the position that we are as trainers, as people that work out and that can do stuff. When we in a gym, we see certain type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even going back to the topic of our clients, you know, first session, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you nothing that's going to make you, belittle you,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Later down the line, if we connect in a sense of like our personalities and stuff like that, I could joke with you.
Right,
you know, we
right,
could be on
right,
a
right.
joke thing, yeah. But aside from that, like, it's more so like, rather than saying like, yo, you got a little boy body, it's gonna be like, yo, look, at this, and it's a way you kind of like politically correct say it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? At this age or at your size or X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? This is appropriate what you should be pushing, pulling, or this, that, and the third.
Right.
Let's get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's work. You know, and then you just go like that and you boost them up by increments. Then later down the line, I know I do it just because like maybe that's a part of my style of teaching or whatever the case is. Then I'll reference back and I'll look back to be like, yo, remember when you did or you couldn't do X, Y, and Z? Now look at
Right.
you.
But
You know
you're
what I'm
speaking
saying?
the truth, though. So
Right.
the truth shall set you free for you.
They said
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're speaking the truth.
We're gonna do an episode
So now,
in church.
so now the truth
be the
comes out, and the truth takes time. All of that stuff takes time, and like you were saying before, everything takes time. The progress that you're gonna see is not gonna happen overnight. You ain't gonna put it in a microwave, and like you said, your quad's gonna grow in 2-3 days. Time reveals everything.
struggling now.
and it takes time to see all of that stuff.
Even in the gym,
you
Chris,
at your
you're
own.
like-
chill.
Every morning, get in the gym.
Yo, putting the
He
shorts
be
on like,
troll-
yeah.
He be trolling.
I troll myself though.
He be
That's why I said
trolling.
like it's part of my character. That's just how I am. So like I don't put on just right. So for context, I put the shorts on and whatnot. I'm like, all right, we in the gym, man. There's somebody look at me crazy.
Feeling
Fuck
sexy.
out of here.
Yeah,
right?
it's-
Yo,
That's his sexy
no,
trait.
hold
But
on.
back to your point about we can't use the microwave.
He just derailed Kevin's
See,
whole
this is what I'm talking about.
montage.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Humility, my ass.
That's how we redirect the clients. Like, okay, anyway.
Quads. Get in the gym, yo. See that quads 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want them?
You want him?
Yo, I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Another
Yeah.
pod.
So much humility.
Yo, so all right. So now, all right, check this, right? We done touched on the subject of clients' first session and really just like how they should be coming in, the mindset and stuff like that, and the openness. Have we had sessions with a client, first session, where like they were just like, nah, like I'm not fucking with what you telling me.
Yeah.
Like y'all have y'all gone through that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I had somebody pass out on me and was like, nah.
Okay, hold on, nah.
Did you revive him or her?
Well,
Now watch this. Watch the
yeah.
contradiction.
So all right, I'm gonna tell the story.
oh yeah, yeah.
I wanna hear
Just say
this.
yes or no, and that's it.
So I get this guy, never seen him. I'm the only trainer that was available. So they say, hey, you got this guy. He's coming in at, let's say it was 5:30. So he comes in and I go through the whole assessment with him. You always do the assessment before you do the workout. So I'm like, hey, when's the last time have you ever worked with a trainer? You know, that whole spiel. The number one question I always ask though is when is the last time you ate? And that's the first question I always ask. When is the last time you ate? The guy tells me, oh, I ate like a couple of hours ago. I said, okay, no problem. Comes in with no water, no nothing. So I'm like, you sure you don't want something to drink? I mean, there's a fountain around the corner, but we're going to be doing X, Y, and Z. All body composition workouts. 15 minutes into the workout, he passes out.
Scary.
15 minutes in, and we not doing nothing crazy.
What'd you do?
Right? What
He
did
was
you-
doing box squats. We did because it was a while. It was like 2 years ago. We did two workouts. And the battle rope. The battle rope.
That shit right there is where my wife
Yeah.
passed out.
But the battle rope was
The fuck are
15
you
seconds. 15 seconds of the
15
battle
second battle rope, you sure? Or
15 seconds. Nah,
15
don't
second
play
battle
me.
rope,
Don't
or he
play
was
me.
passed out for 15 seconds.
Nah, 15 seconds. So he does the 15 seconds for the battle rope, and then he sits down. And he's like, just give me 1 second.
Narcoleptic or something. You want to see him on a workout?
Oh my god.
I swear.
Yo.
And the gym is packed. The gym is packed.
Nah.
So he passes.
Humility.
He's packed.
Oh,
so
shit.
I pick him up because he was small. He's a little guy. So I pick him up.
Oh, boy body.
He didn't hit his head or nothing. Like he was okay.
No, he didn't hit his head because he was sitting down on like with the box
Took a
joint
nap real quick.
that we use in the box joints we use.
Like the boxes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
He was sitting down on something that's soft. So
He's trying to avoid a lawsuit
Yeah,
so
right.
bad right now.
it ain't a lawsuit for me. I'm working on the law.
He was sitting on something that was soft.
Yeah. So when I pick him up, I'm like, "Hey, are you okay?" You know, we go through the whole
Yeah,
thing. I get him a Gatorade. We got little carbohydrate things at the front.
All of that.
So I
good
get him
stuff.
some
Everything
stuff.
that.
give him a
And I
protein
said,
Everything.
Yeah.
"Nah, I ain't,
You give him a protein
I
shake?
ain't giving no protein
Yo.
shake.
Yo.
Yo, I ain't giving no
Yo,
protein
nah.
shake.
Yo.
Yo,
Yo.
yo, and,
Yo, finish that.
Yo,
Yo,
hold on. I'm gonna sum it up.
Yo.
So basically, I said, "Hey, man, are you okay?" You know, he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "I asked you when's the last time you ate, so I'm gonna ask you again. When was the last time you ate?" He said, "Yesterday."
Nah.
I mean,
It's-
that was a couple hours ago. Times like.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Stop.
it's
She's
5:45
trying to make-
Nah,
exactly.
that's
She's trying to make
exactly
sure you
no.
get
But
the
like you said,
lawsuit.
people lie.
Yeah, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I lied. Like, I just really wanted to do the workout." And I was like,
Yeah.
"But this is the consequences of you not telling me the truth, because I wouldn't have trained you.
Mhm.
I would have told you come back tomorrow and make sure that you come back with something in your stomach
Stomach.
at least an hour before.
Hydrated.
You
or
know,
even if
and-
I can accommodate this session,
Right.
you don't
Yeah.
have to do it right,
Right
now.
now.
Right.
Exactly.
So now I'm embarrassed because, you know, we got to call the ambulance. The ambulance comes through where they asked the guy, "When's the last time you ate?" He said, "Yesterday." I'm like, "Oh, you tell them the truth on the first try?" Like,
Yo. Now I know why you don't
But it
actively
becomes-
be training. That's like PTSD,
Yeah,
my
but-
boy.
It
Nah,
becomes
that's not
more of
true.
a thing like they're
That's
trying
not
to
true.
impress.
That's not
the
true. That happened.
the
I had clients
session,
after
like,
that.
just
Don't blame me, bro. Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
That's crazy. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying though, like I think they lie because they want to be so ready to work.
Yeah,
So it doesn't come from ill intention, but at the same time, it's like you're only harming yourself.
right.
There's no reason to lie because at that point,
Yeah,
they're gonna pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like it's that simple.
yeah.
There
And
should
he
be
passed
no
out like
reason to lie.
nobody's business.
Shit.
And
You
this space should be safe. Like there's no reason for you to lie to me. Like if you ate, like 3 burgers before you got here, just tell me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you don't eat XYZ by the end of today and
Yep.
then avoid for tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
It's interesting that you say that because that's why I changed my assessment. That's why I started using body weight assessment. I was doing like the dumbbells, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
But like you said, people was lying all the time.
Mhm.
And then also, I remember I had one client. She said I gave her like the whole like assessment, but with weights. She says, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this. Thanks for everything that you gave me. This and that."
yeah.
I was kind of upset. I was
Yeah.
like, I said, "Okay, going forward, I need to change my assessment. Start doing more reading, watching more videos." Then that's when the just the body weight assessment was like the best thing. And since doing that, since I started that body weight assessment, I actually sold more doing body weight assessments than giving them weights. Because with the body weight assessment, what happens was they was like, "I can do this." With the weights was like, "This is too much."
Yeah,
So the body weight, and I'm doing one set of everything
Mhm.
on that assessment. I'm not doing 2 sets, nothing.
yeah.
I'm giving you the bare minimum. That's
but at the
it.
same time, they don't understand the importance of like sets, reps, progressive
Yeah.
overload.
Yes.
So even if they left with that recipe you gave them, it's gonna
They
be
wouldn't know how to-
stagnant.
It's
at
gonna
a
Yeah.
stagnate
point.
at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna
yes.
take this and I'm gonna be the best me.
Yeah.
So they didn't really steal nothing. Don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah.
But the body composition is also the best part because it's probably something they never done before.
At all.
So
They don't even
it's a
understand that shit.
yeah, it's a different burn. It's a different feeling.
Mhm.
You only know what you see or whatever you saw somebody else do, or what somebody told you to do that wasn't a trainer. So being exposed to a right workout using your own body weight and feeling that burn is totally different from lifting weights. And you didn't know anything about lifting weights.
I agree 100.
Tell that story.
No,
though.
no. One of y'all got to tell the story.
Tell
'cause
what
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either.
I got
Like
to tell
the
2
outsider,
stories in a
what's
row.
going on here?
Why
You
not?
about to hear this shit, yo.
So
Yo.
there's a person that I won't name
Yo.
that that has some friends that come through to the gym, and it's about 4 of them.
You think they're listening right now?
Nah.
I'll send y'all the link.
Yeah. Nah, they need to hear it though. But there's about 4 of them, they're kids. So they all come to the gym, and one
They're
person,
young men.
young men,
and
young woman.
And woman.
Yeah. No older than 19, 20 years old. So
Really honing in on who they are.
Yeah, you know, like
Okay.
they still wouldn't know. So they still wouldn't know. So they come in, and the friend is showing them how to work out in different machines, but the friend doesn't know how to work out either. So
error one.
he's giving them advice, and this goes on for, let's say, 2 weeks, right? So then just one fateful day, I'm upstairs working out, and one of the kids gets off the leg press machine, and he's about to pass out. So when he gets up, his legs buckle, and then the young girl had to help him to sit in the windowsill. So he's mind you,
Warning one.
mind you, the friend that lets them in is not even with them. He's doing other stuff.
Error
Where is
2.
he? Oh, he taught them, so they would go on their own.
Yes, he taught them, right? So he's walking around doing whatever he's doing, right? So he comes back and he's periodically checking on them, but as this kid is on the verge of passing out, he's nowhere to be found. I'm minding my business. I'm doing some
You seen it and you were minding your
Also,
business?
yeah, also was great. Hold on, damn.
Yo,
Yeah, listen.
ready to shoot.
Another lawsuit.
It's not a lawsuit because he's not.
It ain't got nothing to
he
do
doesn't
with
work.
me. That ain't my
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Nah, that was funny. All right, so yeah, 2 errors. Go ahead. 2 errors in. He's
So I'm just happen to be looking, and the gym once again is packed. People see this kid about to pass out, and nobody's saying anything. So the girl is looking around like, and I said, "Hey,
Anxiety.
Does he need some help?" And she says, "Yeah, is there a trash can around?" So I put the stuff down. I go to grab the trash can, and I was like, "What happened?" She's like, "I don't know. He looks like he's about to pass out." So I go get the friend. Hey, your friend is about to pass out. Where are you? Why are you not tending to them? Why are you not checking on them? You don't know how to work out either. What are you doing?
Mhm.
So I
TikTok.
said, you need to go upstairs and you need to check on your friend. So I tell Kevin, I said, hey, be careful because this kid over there is about to pass out, and I know he trains in that area. So we go over there, or he goes over there, checks on the kid. I go over there, check on the kid. I go back downstairs. The kid that's with them, the one that's supposed to be watching them, he's back downstairs.
You know the crazy part of that? You know the whole crazy part of that is, listen,
Nobody
I don't
knows
knock what
listen.
anyone does. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do, you train, whatever the case may be. But if you're going to train somebody, yo, listen, make sure you know some CPR.
Right?
Make sure you know CPR.
That first and
make
foremost.
sure you know some CPR. Because here's why. If that kid would have just passed out and no one knows CPR, that kid would have potentially died.
Yeah.
So when I went over there now, I go over there to see him. I'm like, first of all, I'm asking how you feeling. I can see his face is clearly pale.
Yeah.
Then I see him with a protein shake. I'm like, what the you doing with this protein shake?
God forgive me.
The friend
I'm
brought it
I'm like,
upstairs.
he's like, I'm like, you don't need a
What
protein
do you mean?
shake.
Brought it for
The
the,
expert.
kid?
Yeah.
The expert, the friend that was
Brought
helping.
a protein
brought a
shake.
protein shake for
So-
someone on the verge of passing out.
And here's another thing too. He's working out, doesn't know how to work out.
Right.
This kid got a Scully on a hat.
Scully.
So I'm like, yo, take the hat off. He says, oh my God, it feels so much better. Yeah. Take it off. What do you, I mean, like,
It's
what
not
do you
funny. It's not funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny
Yo.
for
Immediately,
babies.
because he's light skinned, his face is pale.
Why you say because he's light?
No, but immediately his face, his color comes back.
Yeah.
You can see the blood flowing.
Uh-huh.
Now
through
he
his
had no
face.
color in his face.
Yeah,
at
You know,
all.
so
He had no color
you
in
know,
his face.
unfortunately, I went through stuff like that. I've helped other trainers, and I went through it myself.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say I'm seasoned, but because I went through it, I kind of know what to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, just sit down on the ground, don't do nothing, take your hat off, start breathing. He starts doing that, immediately starts feeling better. But yo, if you wasn't there, that kid would have died.
Yeah.
That's my assessment.
Yeah.
That kid would have just died. But to say that is to say, like, people who go to the gym and if you're training somebody, just make sure you know the basics of just in case someone passes out, you know what to do. Because if you don't know that,
Yeah. And I cursed that kid out.
Or even just be there with who you're with. Like if
That's
you're
it.
if you're
That
bringing
helps,
them,
yeah.
Just be there.
Because then even
Even
something like
support.
that might have stopped them from even maybe possibly ego lifting. Because that
Right.
might have been something that was in play as
'Cause
well.
that's exactly what was happening.
You know, so-
you ain't never leg press 4 plates on each side,
Newbie, like,
but it's your first time
Sometimes
in
that's
the
even
gym.
unnecessary,
And-
even if it's not your
yeah,
first time.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me
but
tell
this
you
your
something.
first time in the gym.
Even not passing out, if your leg snap, my boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
nobody
worse. That's way worse.
What?
Or it just caves in on
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Like,
Right.
come on. I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out to you. That's one demon less for doing that.
And you,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah,
And if you really, and if you
not
think
sure.
about it, if what you funny.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And if you think about it, like we were saying, going back to the first session for a trainer, imagine a trainer did that.
Yeah.
Your first session,
Yeah.
and that's you on your first session. Chances are, as a client, you ain't coming back.
I've actually seen that happen
You ain't coming back.
at same gym.
Yo, let's not get them.
Can you say this just so we can avoid this?
No.
No.
Because I don't want a defamation suit.
Right?
Yeah, we gonna hold off on that. Anyway, I like to take this time to do the speak up.
Okay.
Who would like to speak up, guys?
I gotta speak. I gotta go get that book over there.
Yeah.
Can I go get it now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
that's
do
a
it for your
perfect
speak up.
speak-up
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, Salmon.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, we're gonna do a poll, y'all. Salmon or Bumble?
Okay,
Hey, you got me beat.
here it is. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you brought copies?
You know I did.
Thank you.
Here you go.
I need an autograph.
Hell yeah.
For Instagram. This is for you guys.
He's not live during the podcast. This is
That's
crazy.
right. Cop it.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Why the fuck y'all not prospecting, B?
And that's for all the trainers out there. Get yours today.
Go ahead.
This young lad on the cover.
This young lad. Go ahead, take your moment.
It's at the gym.
Oh, this too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would take the moment to do what?
To speak up,
Speak
yeah.
up. You forgot.
But what I'm gonna say?
You just went to go get the book.
I got you.
Nah,
Talk
nah,
about
y'all
the
go
book.
ahead. I'll go last. It don't matter.
What?
It's all good.
All right.
It's the end
Yeah,
of it, right?
you can
I'll
get
take-
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take this moment to do a speak up with all of what we discussed. Anyway, with all of what we discussed, in reference to just like, I really just sum it up to say, come open-minded when you're coming into these sessions, man. Just be ready to work. Even outside of training, like real shit, just take care of yourself. You know, like in all aspects, like in everything that you do, not just in the gym. We care, you know, but you should care. You know, like I can only be support. I can't do the shit for you. You know, so it's like when you come into these things, like because we choose, this is a choice for us. We choose to make this a job. Like we care to some extent. Like however much doubt you may have, we're here to help. So I say that to say when you come into these places, like give it your all, apply yourself, be there, be present, understand what is needed. Even things like go to the doctor, go to a nutritionist, go to a therapist, go to a fucking trainer. All of these things are things that should constantly be checked, whether it's on a monthly basis, whatever the fuck you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But get it done. And I would hope like coming into a session, you understand like less of not to be like bashful to yourself, but more so like motivation, you know? And even like maybe just a little bit of the humiliation part, but understanding like I need more discipline.
Yeah.
You know, like I need to get in here and I need to get it done because I had no idea that I couldn't squat properly. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm unaligned. I had no idea that I couldn't hold this amount of weight for X amount of time. I can't even push my body weight up. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
understand, like regardless if you see it as plates, 135 is a person that is light in weight. You get what I'm saying? So God forbid you in a situation like that, like you need to be able to move this person. You know, things happen, car crashes, and I don't wish this upon you, but car crashes and all this stuff happens. You got to be able to get out of these situations when necessary. You know, this is our health at the end of the day. People sit there and look at it like, yo, age is the reason that we die. Nah, man. What happens on the inside with the composition, your body break down. So the more you build it up, while you can, the longer the process. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So like that's the shit that matters. So I just say like be aware.
Yeah.
Real shit.
What's up?
Be aware.
For me, to sum everything up, when people come in, programming, understanding when you come in and
Peas,
you
B. Gotta get
yeah,
these
that's the second
peas,
P.
bruv.
Yeah.
the second
Pushing P. Pushing P.
part of the program is gonna basically be doing the same thing over and over again, because repetition is the mother of all learning. Again, you're gonna be doing the program. If you want, let's say your program and you want to go on vacation, you going on vacation in January. I'm gonna put you on a 3-month program, and chances are every month, maybe depending on how you do, I'm gonna change your program. But for the most part, you're gonna come in and you're gonna be doing squat and presses. Let's say if you're working out 3 times a week, at least 2 times in a week you might be squat pressing. Again, that's where you're gonna start to see the results of what you're doing. Time under tension is so important. But for a lot of times when clients come in, I think what happens is boredom starts to set in. So what happens is, I told one lady, I said, "You see that squat rack over there?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "That they don't remove that squat rack every day. That squat rack remains there. It's always going to be there, whether you're here or not. The reason why it's there is because it depends on what you're going to do there. So now the same people come in there and do the squats. The same people come in and do the deadlifts. They didn't start with 500. They start with 135, 225, 315, and you start to see the results. The only way you're going to see results is if you program. You're not going to come in there and be winging it and see results. That doesn't work. If you want tried, tested results, you better come in there, you better program, and you be ready to work. If you ready to do all of that, you're going to see results. You know what I'm saying? You happy, I'm happy, we all happy. Straight up.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the scheduling, like you said, like making time for it is very important. But I deal with virtual clients as well. And I had this client for like the past 2 months, and she's a small business owner, the loveliest girl I've ever, one of the loveliest girls I've ever met. And she couldn't make time for herself and like the gym. So I started helping with time management. So I helped her schedule, like, okay, so this is what the night before is going to look like. You're going to look at the app. You're going to prepare yourself mentally for these workouts. And then the day of, we're going to make some time for the workout, for meal prepping, and for you time. And then after that, you can handle business any other day that you need. But for example, like mentally getting there to the gym can be exhausting. It can be intimidating. It can turn you off to any which way. But I think it's important to remember, like you said, repetition is the
Mother of all learning.
Mother of all learning, chapter 4.
Hey.
And that's very important. It's very important to acknowledge, acknowledge what you have going on around you. 2, consider making time for yourself and being present in that moment, because once you're already investing, whether it's monetary, whether it's, just being present in that moment, even if it's not the gym, whatever you're giving into what you're doing is whatever you're going to get out of it. So I think that's just one of the most important takes to
I
go
like
with
that.
it.
That's official.
Right. Yeah. Oh, come on
It's
now.
my turn. It's my turn.
Which demon's gonna speak?
I just want to tell y'all to buy my book.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
No, but for real, your pictures look like the beginning of a sitcom every time. And yeah, just
Be nice.
Yo, he's a hater, son.
That's all right.
You
Listen,
know,
let me tell you something.
when they doing something
He
and then
gotta
they
be-
turn around like,
He gotta be him. Yo,
I like 2 brothers.
yo,
yeah, no.
Exactly.
It gotta be him.
Yeah, I didn't get my give back this morning, so I'm awake now.
I don't take that as hate. I take that as love.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
He's
'Cause
a man now.
sometimes-
He's going to take
Yo,
it.
yo, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't know how to say, "Yo, listen,
Yeah.
I like you, bro." Whatever.
He's a
Like,
yeah. So his
Yeah,
way of
whatever.
expressing
himself
is by
is-
more
yes.
like
It's the
showing more
demons.
hate.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, that's the
Sorry.
demons talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so then,
meaner it is, the more love.
all right, so now I'm gonna get serious. You guys ready?
So
As he's
dramatic.
laughing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Okay. So mine is health is wealth.
Nice.
Health is wealth. As a society, we are not living up to a specific age or age range that we once were, our grandparents were, great grandparents, and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of ailments out there that are killing people at a young age. To be honest, I just talked to someone at my job the other day, and the man had basically he died at 49 years old. And he played sports.
Damn.
He was very healthy, but he had a couple of heart issues, and then he went to go get the surgeries, and then he turned around and had kidney failure, and then ended up dying after getting dialysis. So it's like you try your best to be as healthy as possible. You try your best to do what needs to be done to keep your body in check. But if you're not putting forth the effort, then you're not wanting to prolong your life as much as possible. So it's like you said, it's about the mental stability. Like you said, it's about programming and the physicality. But at the end of the day, it's about prolonging your life as much as possible.
I agree.
So I make sure that even I joke about having demons and stuff like that, but I have a family history of a lot of ailments, and I don't want to plague me, and there's nothing I can do if it happens. But in the interest of me being healthy and me being fit, I know that this prolongs or maybe prevents some of these things from happening. So I think as a society in the US, we have a problem, and that's something that we got to come to terms with. But health is the most important part of your life, period.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all like that?
I love
That's
that.
official.
Do we like
To
that?
jump off
Yeah.
of what you said, life expectancy is actually rising. So if you're sitting here, and obviously he has ailments that he can't avoid, that hypothetical
Right.
person you stated, but if you're a healthy individual and you're already having health complications, you can combat that. Like
Yeah.
the gym is
People
somewhere
don't
you can
Yeah.
really
Oh.
yeah, like you can really combat some things. Maybe it won't completely offset it, but at the same time, it could be a make or break. Like maybe I won't get it this early, or
Mhm.
maybe I'll live a little longer and then get it later.
Delayed gratification,
Yeah.
as you said.
That's why you got to trust the process.
And there are ailments that come from you being sedentary.
Yes.
You're not doing anything in your life to make sure that your body is active, that it's functioning properly. There's things that doctors prescribe that
That's
something
scary,
that
son.
being in the gym could actually
Yeah.
cure.
Can cure.
Yeah.
And
And it's all about marketing. At that point,
Yeah.
it's all about marketing.
Yeah.
And they do not sit down and wait for the results to kind of like work for themselves. It's
Right.
everything's so at your hands, especially in New York City. Everything is so here. Nobody knows how to wait. Nobody knows how to be patient. Nobody knows how to like nurture something and really watch it grow anymore. And it's so sad.
yeah.
And like you was touching on what you said, 72% of the United States is
It's- yo.
overweight and obese.
Yo.
72.
I remember when it was
Look at
60.
look at the restaurants around us.
Yeah.
72%.
Yeah, it's all fast food.
Unheard of.
McDonald's right across the street.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like you said, going back to what you said about that lady, a lot of times people put career before health.
Mhm.
And it should be health before career. Because if you don't have your health, you won't have your career.
But
Driving you
sometimes
crazy.
even when you're, like a woman in, like starting her own career, it's hard to kind of put money to the side when you don't have that financial support. So sometimes it's not even an option.
Right.
That's why you got to find that balance and middle
Yeah.
ground, because it's like you don't have to take the whole day off, but we got to find some time for you because you're not about to drive yourself down to the ground. Then of course I wouldn't want to go to the gym. Absolutely, I wouldn't want to do anything. I wouldn't want to lay there, go to bed early. Nobody bother me. Dead to the world.
See, I think
Seriously.
I think women get a little bit easier because as men,
Oh, here
we
go.
don't
Ooh,
as
hold on.
men,
Hold on now.
as men, I'm dead serious. As men, you know that. You know that. I know that.
Yeah.
You know that. As men,
I got love for
people
you,
ain't
kid.
trying to hear that. They like, you a man. Suck it up and go to work and do you. Like, I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Men, a lot of times, even men, like I train men, they don't get to express their feelings, none of that.
Yo,
So when they come to the gym, now things come out.
real
Stuff
shit.
like that. But as a man, you don't have that luxury
Real shit.
to be like, oh, this and that, or I'm not feeling good today, or I don't want to do it, or no, you a man.
I think
You're
that
supposed to be. You're supposed to. That's what you're gonna hear all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that's succumbing to a societal pressure. You
No.
have you have every opportunity to voice how you feel. You can take a day off if you need.
We understand.
You don't
that.
have to communicate that to anybody.
So
understand
okay,
that.
so how about this, right? I'll chime in too, right? I agree with that. We have options, right? I'm not gonna count how many. We got options, but how many times is it accepted?
Right, but at that point, that's what I'm saying. You don't owe anyone an explanation. If you
Right.
want to sit here and say, I'm taking the day off, you don't have to express your feelings if that's what, makes or breaks the situation for you. If you feel like you can't be emotional or vulnerable with people, you don't have to be.
Right.
But to say that you don't have the option, I think is your option right there. You already chose that.
I respectfully disagree, but I understand what you're saying.
That's fair.
But I disagree. I don't think we have that option. Not at all.
I don't
I
think
can't-
I don't think it's available
It's not
as much
no.
as it should be.
Yeah, like
so I'm not
There
going
we
to sit here
go.
and say you're completely wrong.
That is
You're
what
right.
it is.
But I think, more oftentimes than not, men are looked at like they got to go to work, they got to provide, they
Yeah.
got to do this, that,
Yeah.
and the third. I definitely agree.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think more oftentimes than not, there is the opportunity to kind of sit there and say, like, yo, I need to take a step back. Like, I just need this second for me, whatever that looks like. But I understand what you're saying in society. It's kind of like all eyes on you guys.
I do that
Yeah.
now because Sunday is my day.
Yeah.
And people are like, you ain't gonna rest? Nah, I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna do.
And that's
chest
your
all
you
day.
time.
Yes, that's me time.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't come on Sunday. Like I was saying.
Hey,
that's
yo,
me time.
pause, bro.
Oh,
That's
nah.
allergic. Everybody relax, 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 relax.
Yo.
What? Yeah, but
Oh my
that's
gosh.
I'm glad you said that because now I started understanding balance. Because at one point
Mm-hmm.
it was just, I don't need time for myself.
Yeah.
I'm training clients. And full disclosure, at one point
Mm-hmm.
I happened to be pre-diabetic as a trainer because I wasn't making time for myself.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait a minute, I'm giving all this advice. I'm doing something wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start taking my own advice. The moment I started taking my own advice
Start
and
eating
making
salmon, nigga.
me time, yeah, chicken and rice, broccoli, all of that.
Broccoli.
Yeah, all of that, and making more time for myself.
Yeah.
Mentally, I started getting in a better place.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always so happy now because I got all the demons out from working out.
Yeah.
They
I-
never get out.
Yo. Yo, this nigga's
He said, I
fighting.
can't relate.
Fighting,
They
yo,
never get
fight
out.
for his
They
life.
never get out.
Nah,
I have one question that we never touch, and we don't gotta touch
What
do
up?
it on this episode. But y'all ever failed?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
And like,
Hell yeah.
that's a great
Failed.
question.
I'm failing right
Ever
now.
failed?
yeah,
Failed.
Oh,
I'm failing right now.
That's a
Yeah.
question.
I think
fail-
that's something that we gotta talk
I'm
about.
feeling right
That's
now.
official, right
This
there.
fuck?
episode or we next one?
Man, look, that don't take long. I'm failing
Oh, no,
right
I'm
now. Y'all hear that? I'm failing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is, but something I am failing at. And I'm going to figure that shit out, right? And guess what? When I failed, it ain't going to be a failure. It's going to be what? Me learning some shit, right?
Yeah.
Me applying it to the next thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Brilliant.
Me doing better, right? So I guess however you want to phrase it, but if you want to be, because, being technical, I
Yeah.
failed. I am
Yeah.
failing.
Yes,
But we going to turn that into greatness.
but you know what? That makes you a
Like,
winner.
yeah.
To say that I failed,
Yeah.
okay, this
That
is what I
shit.
did wrong.
I don't feel no way to say that shit. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I want to fail again. How about
I
that?
failed, then I'm going to learn something.
You know what I'm saying? I want
Yeah.
to fail
I
again.
want to
Like-
continue to
Failing.
learn.
Hell yeah.
It's interesting to say that because I think it was Thomas Edison. He said, "It's like how you didn't know how to make the light bulb." He said, "Well, I know 100 ways on how not to make it."
Exactly.
So he learned 100 ways not to do,
Come
and
on.
then he finally figured it out. So he failed many times.
Come on. What you about to say?
Yeah. You ain't gonna say nothing. He
It
just
wasn't
gonna say it
100
like it.
times. It was 99. Like,
He's
Thomas
like, that wasn't Thomas.
Like,
So who was
Thomas
it?
Edison didn't invent the light bulb, but we ain't gonna.
Well, we
talk
ain't gonna
about
go into that.
Yeah,
we
we
already
ain't
know
gonna
that.
go
That's a different podcast.
it. You don't get that man that credit.
yo, I'm fucking weak.
Don't do that.
Yo, but regardless, y'all. You taking us out, oh?
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I was Black Power. Yo, this has been another episode of Speaks and Sip. Everybody, outro.
Yo.
I'm looking at this.
Outro.
Yeah, nah, go ahead. You try it.
I'm not doing the outro. You do it.
try it. You try it. You want to try it?
Outro.
Yeah.
Well, go cop the book. Why the fuck you're not prospecting?
Humility.
This is all for personal trainers.
You can do it on the next one.
All right, you could just go to Amazon, go to kevinbelgard.com. That's it.
All right. Another episode, Speaks and Sip, y'all. Let's fail again.
I love that.